Blessed, blessed. The renegade when afraid. Man in the wilderness. Alright, so hear this. This morning before me leave out and go to the university, a brethren call me, from Cayman. Call me from Cayman and ask me if me know about the Bob Marley shooting because, him get something. What's if I'm a drunk away? Remember them drunk they big and dunce and stink and fool and a rapers. Me don't know who that fella garbage. And say, a brother call him from downtown and say, yeah, because, it's like a PMP shoot Bob Marley and, this and that. I mean, I said, that don't make no sense, brother, man. Brother, I said to him, say, you don't know about history. Nobody can rewrite history, You understand? Nobody can rewrite history. About that fact, Bob Marley himself tell you in more than one tune shooting. And him born CIA in him tune. And then make up and shoot. And I'm telling him the tune. I make a show the words of the tune when I go play it for himself. And then I go play an interview when I tell the same, know who shooting. I remember him come from Trenchtown. So there is nobody, remember it's a PMP place, right? Just think before, when you run and make people lead on it. When the head can't lead that space so easy. We can't believe it. PMP, Trenchtown. Bob Marley will come from Trenchtown. Instead of a man are go up push part in there because two them cannot go to Trenchtown for rush him. Them go up there, so in daughter bull beer. One nothing. I see a man, you Seaga and Jim Brown, them and all of them. Go shoot Bob Marley, man. Because the music when did I do? Joshua preach a thing, them and Bob Marley I sing the thing. Now him. But enough more Rasta, enough more musician beyond Joshua. That's why when them say Ja, Ja. Because I remember 63, them trim Rasta. Remember that, You can't go here, you can't do this, all kind of little things. Joshua freed them up because of these things. So I could go into this and start playing some things and show you some things. So I just show you the thing front of one. So nobody no going down there and tell you no garbage. So that no make no sense. See? That no make no sense. So when they make that tempo off Bob Marley, can I play some things, but I can start play it from Yasso. When they make their tempo off Bob Marley, him do that tune before they make their tempo for him. And I move with Joshua. Now show you a picture. You don't go, you ever see a picture with Bob Marley and Seaga different from the One Love concert? You ever see him sit down with Seaga and them things like him and man, me will show you that. See? So a matter of fact, I'm going to show you. Look here. You ever see a picture like man? Look on this.
A picture with Bob Marley and Manley and Seaga by himself. It's a Bob Marley and Manley. Sitting and thing. Remember them, they go down as Sav, Westmoreland when them go into the place, Black and Joshua and them, because them move with Joshua. Most artists move with him. Remember in a Buster, them trim Rasta. You ever see a picture like this? Different from the stage. Where you see the One Love Peace concert? No. You never see one. Yeah? I'm going to show you something. Okay.
Alright. So you know them never see a picture like this. With Seaga and thing. Because Seaga them not in a the music. No, sir. No, sir. Them never in that. So Monday, when them are going with them thing, boy, you look for a rat race and it at them. It at them. I'm not sure you want to read for yourself and them thing. You can't follow some crowbait man when I'm the sense, brother. Look here. Look on this.
Right? Because them shoot him in December.
This is a rat
race. Come out, Okay?
76 rat race.
You see this? You're too rude. Me just go up with it. Oh, what a rat race. Oh, what a rat race. And then repeat it 3 times. You see it? This is the rat race.
Listen now.
Rat race, right? And look at now. Some are lawful. Some are bastard. Some are jacket. You see this?
You know what we might call bastard?
Oh, what a rat race. Yeah, rat race. Some are gargana. Some are hooligan. Some are guinea gag. In this rat race. Yeah? Rat race. Alright. Look what I'm saying now. I'm singing, right? When the cats are away, the mice will play. Political violence fill your city. Yeah. Don't involve Rasta in your say. Rasta now work for no CIA.
That's why you see them are fair getting because them are not there. Enough more man are not them. You never know. Him say it, him no in a them. I'm going to show you our next thing. Just continue, watch out.
Rat race. Rat race. Rat race. I'm saying, when you think it's peace and safety, a sudden destruction, collective security for surety, yeah. Don't forget your history. Know your destiny. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Rat race. Rat race. Rat race, and them repeat. And them say, oh, this is a disgrace to see the human race in this rat race. You got the ass race, you got the dog race, you got the human race. But this is a rat race. And then when you're done, him drop him out same way. This is why they shoot him too, you know, because he use the lyrics and them a fight. Because that's struggle, you know. Always a moving man.
So it was a struggle where artists amongst Joshua fight the struggle. Yes. Yeah, man. Rasta get trimmed us. And a long time Rasta they get trimmed and all kind of things. So that's why when you notice, you say, Jah, you're going to play back your man in a 76 same way. When them say, you know, I'm talking to you now, when them say, you know, God, Allah this, and them say, Jah, you're Jah! Because he freed them. Musician, let the power fall and night. We can't call all the musicians. Remember me and the man them. Remember we work together. We are enough man work together. After Bob pass, me and family man, I have to show him respect. Pass off and all, don't. That them man, them used to pay Bob, man. That's a big laugh them pass off. So, me no not chatting up. Them know Jimmy Riley from you know, salute him, gone home and all kind of thing. So some guy can't tell me nothing, you know, because we leave some things where we're not there for us go talk, but we leave some things I will know, some things I hear, some things first and where them the pivot. Saying? Alright. So that a one. And Bob come and tell you after them shoot him. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
So don't run. You know, it's like during all of this gunshot, it's like something on the vision said, don't run. Stand up. So when the gunshot started firing on Hope Road, the first thing come back to my mind was the vision. And all I could remember is that the vision said, don't run. And so me have to stand up, you know. And, you know, them fire until it was tired of fire, and then Chew is not really a lawful gun battle. Man start to run and it ease up, you know.
Where were you hit?
Eh?
Where were you hit?
Me? Yes, sir.
Yeah. Went right through? Or just skinned
No,
it?
I'm said lodge inside there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You never saw the gunman?
Well, at that time, no.
But you know who did it?
You ever know them?
Were they caught?
No, but I don't call the police. It's just, you know, one thing.
Okay. So Bob I tell you, that's 76, you know. And Bob come back in a 79, come do ambush in the night and tell you them a fight for power. And I remember Michael Mandy was the prime minister. And him a fight for power. Deal with the backside and deal with them and tell them say them a bug themselves. You understand? Him a deal with them, a deal with Bob them, the one of them move with Joshua. Okay? Yes. And it's gonna be Trenchtown because Trenchtown is a stronghold of PMP place just the way. You understand? So it's gonna be a PMP man a shoot Bob Marley. That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Not Joshua style either. Remember who was the aggressor, you know? Remember we live through it, you know, that somebody I tell me, you know. Remember we would have a black, you know. Have to keep road black and all kind of things. So when they can't trick, yeah, one of them can't go on with no trick around here, you know. Look on this now, just look on Bob Marley that tune, 79. I'm gonna show now when I do it live in 76 and live in 79. Just look, when you can't go look it up.
Bob Marley, right. This is an ambush in the night. If you notice,
look for ambush in the night where him say.
This, you see them perform the 79. And boy,
remember him say him now work for no CIA, you know. But look how him gonna drop word pan them in an ambush in the night again now. Look on this. After, look here.
listen to the words of the song because it'll tell you where I say. Because Tuma use the power of the song musician and them did more on Michael Mandy anyway. Right? At this, make them shoot him. So you know say, ooh wee, see them fighting for power.
It wouldn't be man they fight for power because man they have power. Man they have power. That's 79. But that's how you get bloody like the election coming up and do them thing. They can them lose. That's empty. Them try to even assassinate him 3 times. Michael himself. See? Be a musician get around Joshua, you know. Yeah. Look at.
Who are, but they know not the hour. Who are. So they're bribing with their guns, spare parts, and money.
Who you know have the guns, spare parts, and money are running a Jamaica? The man said, I'm tune. So I'm still, although them shoot him come with ambush to the night. Maybe just come back there, so. Maybe just come back here, so. The man said, I'm tune. Them never know. Because we do tune with things tonight, you know. Remember, you know. And them things we do, you know. So you have certain tune, we say government stop pressure the poor, we tell you some things we want. And we use something and put in a tune. With yourself, we do tune. With myself, like I say, Mama Jean, why I put here some hair stop, because you never know better will come, who goes. Yeah, man, loan someone the 4th child answer the 3rd son. So, you tell you, when me drop an all kind of things, if you listen good, have meaning. See? Baba tell you, in I'm tune. Yeah, when them come with them guns, spare parts, and money. And trying for what? Binny Clover integrity. You hear this? Just watch the tune and hear what I'm saying. Just listen here, watch it. In I'm tune, him come tell you. Him tell you, listen.
Who are, but they know not the hour. Who are. So they're bribing with their guns, spare parts, and money, trying to belittle our integrity now. How you think you do this? Look what I'm saying. So. They say what we know is just what they teach us. And we are so ignorant because every time they can reach us. Sure. And them all say they should be do that, you know, the high trees are saying that. Them say, through the political tragedy,
yeah.
They keep us hungry.
This is when they dash where the food people and I try to do them. Hey, some people are eat that, you know. That's why I say, Virgin him call me, somebody does say, me just come deal with this. And people, you see propagandists who can't come up and do it. When if you run them, man, don't follow clickbaits, man. The man said through political tragedy, them keep us hungry. Them gun, them spare parts, them money, and try and belittle our integrity. See? And you hear through political tragedy, them keep us hungry because when you try to get some food, your brother going to be your enemy. Because your brother shoot off of you, you know. That him tell you and them tell you. Just look on this. You might it in a tune. Dry it up back and look on it again. Them don't even know.
It's just what they teach us. And we are so ignorant because every time they can reach us.
Yeah.
Sure. And them all say they should be do that, you know, the high trees are saying that. Them say, through the political tragedy, they keep us hungry. And when we're gonna get some food, your brother got to be your enemy. I remember them that try to shoot people. And then them say, ambush in the night. All guns aiming at me. Ambush in the night.
See?
They open fire on me now. Ambush in the night. Protected by His Majesty. Who are.
See them fight.
And then them repeat, who are. Wanna listen to a song, yeah? Well, what we know is not what they tell us. We are not ignorant, I mean it. And they just cannot touch us.
Oh.
Through the power of the Most High. We keep on surfacing. Through the power of the Most High. We keep on surviving, yeah. And ambush in the night. Yeah? Yeah. And see that ambush in the night? Planned by society.
All right. Who are the society where you hear man they talk about? The cliques. And them. And the party. And yeah, your Baptist tell you what plan by. Because we don't yourself for the poor and needy, you know. You see it? So I'm saying plan by them. Because them run out and them who were like Monday. I'm not going to play about the Monday. But they can't go in anybody. You can't write, you can't rewrite this. You can't listen to Dance Battle or rape 13-year-old pitney and sell coke and do all kind of thing. Them they're piece of shit. Just put anything out of road. That don't make no sense. The man said I'm tune. See? You know, go for clickbaits, man. The man said I'm tune. See there? By society. Cause them up there, so cause them did Bex is Michael, you know. And he might tell you. Him tell you. You know, when them through political strategy, them keep us hungry and where you try to get some food. Can you remember them that try all kind of things, you know? Flow with the lion panic that of a dash where they all kind of them draw everything in a 79 coming up. Him tell you the rat race and tell us them and what them do and don't call him in on the sake I'm not work for no CIA. That's why them shoot him. A matter of fact, I'm gonna make you read, I'm gonna push some other things and show you. See there? I'm gonna play about this. See chat?
Ambush in the night. They open fire on me now. Ambush in the night.
Yeah, Father.
Protected by His Majesty. Ooh wee, ooh wah. And then they repeat, ooh wee, ooh wah. Wanna listen to a song, yeah? Well, what we know is not what they tell us. We are not ignorant, I mean it. And they just cannot touch us. Through the power of the Most High. We keep on surfacing.
Oh, you mean?
Through the power of the Most High. We keep on surviving, yeah. And ambush in the night. Yeah? Yeah. And see, ambush in the night, planned by society. I remember say, Michael da call them the clique. Ambush in the night, then trying to conquer me. You hear him say, who plan it? Society, because of them. Him knows that CIA and thing. But I'll show you something. I'll show you something again.
All right. So, you see it? Even them song, him tell you, first him rush them. Them trying to assassinate mandatory, you know. Of course. That's why Farrakhan and them come out and think. A matter of fact, them say one talk about it. Them have them documentary, them talk about it. Because them have papers released and them try to assassinate him 3 times. And them tell you, and them try to assassinate Bob too. Because Bob did wrong him. That's why I show a picture with him and Bob. Or them sit down and talk if you ever seen him. No, them over carry them past stage with Seaga and think. Because them that try stop the concert, you know. Them that try to stop the concert. Bob telling I'm tune. Will be a lot of tune like this. Saying? Alright. So I'm gonna play this. This, if you look at them live show, you know which tune come first and which tune come second. See that? Look.
See here upon this now.
See here upon it, the live show.
It's about they perform live. And this
Rat Race?
This Rat Race.
Them shoot him December 76.
76.
Him do put out the tune and not do it.
76. I'm shooting down like that. See there? Like
see them have do more than one live show.
Notice when him come back with ambush in the night, I go back to the next selection. When I thought this alive when go
see, so me a show you know. We not just come and chat because chatting no make no sense to me around
here. So you know Rat Race come out before that one too, yeah? Alright, seem live they perform. Only can go look them up here. Alright, cool.
Alright. So I could play this now. I could read this.
I'm gonna show you something now. Watch this now. On December the 3rd, 1976, 7 armed men raided the residence of reggae musician Bob Marley in Kingston, Jamaica. 2 days before the Marley was to stage a concert in the attempt to quell recent violence. Politicians from across the political spectrum hope to capitalize on Marley's support. While Marley remained neutral, many view him as toxically supporting the Prime Minister, Michael Manley.
Okay, all right. Because I'm a musician, and you know, you're a musician, you know what them do, Rasta, Buster, them, and what have you, and you know, Manley, just for that. And I know him alone, all of them, if you ask, remember me and the man them dealing, you can't go look. Come up, we don't come here, come talk about back, you know. You learn from them, from Toots, them come right back. You learn from them. We and them, pa, Greg with them, John with them, the whole of them where you see gone. Me and them, pa. Yeah? Yeah, man. See, I'm a family them. See, no, enough of them still there, but enough of them gone. You learn from them, you know, the greats them. See? So we know what going on, and then, you know, with the boat and know what going on. And like a man can come put something away, then you come rewrite history. I mean, some guy try to rewrite history. Sometimes, you know, you ignore them and you just correct them and you know, say, them forget, yeah, man, you debunk them piece of shit with them put out. No make no sense. Saying? So them say, okay, I must support Manley. Manley in a power. I'm going to show you what Manley that do. So it's at them. So cheater, later, look at.
And his Democratic Socialist People National Party. Marley.
So them say I support it. So that's why you see them that plan and them do the tuning.
Politicians from across the political spectrum hope to capitalize on Marley's support. While Marley remain neutral, many view him as toxically supporting the Prime Minister, Michael Manley, and his Democratic Socialist People National Party. Marley and 3 others were shot, but all survived. Assassination attempt. What?
So, and it got on more. And this is what I try to show you. It's there. It's there. And I like somebody can come change something. As a Trenchtown or people from Trenchtown. Brethren, I call me from Cayman, I say, Rasta, man, Gusto. And then them start chat foolishness, one bag of garbage. Yes, some people big and done some fool, man. Job, man, I tip them, man. Oh, I'm to you, man. Yes, I sperm wheel them, the man. And them just go and I'm just do clickbait. Them big and done some fool, you know. And I joke me I make, you know. Big done stink and fool. You know, can't, you know better than this. You know what Manley say, and it's very important. They're going to play something with Manley right now. Very important. I'm going to play back Marley. See me, you ever see a picture with Marley and Seaga like this? No go on stage. You show them a peace concert, but otherwise you won't see them. See me?
Ever see a picture with Bob Marley and Manley and Seaga by himself? It's about Marley and Manley.
Oh.
Sitting and thing. Remember them, they go down as Savino. Them going to the place, Black and Joshua and them, you know, because they move with Joshua. Most artists move with him. Remember in a Buster, them trim Rasta. You ever see a picture like this? Different from the stage. Where you see the one of peace concert? No. You never see one.
Okay.
Yeah? I'm going to show you something. Okay.
So, all right. So, Tundra, that Mr. Wilson them big and Dunstan. So, if you say, a man's son buy some things, that means you want to fight some people and must chew them hurt your father or something then. So that makes sense to people from in a Trenchtown shoot Bob Marley and want to assassinate him. That makes sense too, no? Well, through them big guns and stink and fool, yeah? I run enough to run them, you know, stop doing a clickbait thing there, you know. Remember, you shouldn't even click on them, they can remember big guns and stink. See much police want to rape 13-year-old people. Wait, not come out like you see me on the road and drive instead of shut a bag of bullshit. Remember I tell life on everybody. To everybody. And you never see it with something to prove something. Never. Just sit down and hide because it's a man thing. Yeah? It's big and stink and nasty. So, you know, that's not smarty. Yeah, call it a drunk crow. It's a man thing. A gas panther, man. Yeah, man. Big and stink and fool. You see? Call up Ziggy them name. So if, all right, that alone show you say them contradict themselves. So if, and then first it contradict itself neither. So if you say, my father, people from Deso in Deso shoot my father, why am I carrying gun in the same place where them shoot my father? If you go fight the next place, must the next place shoot my father then. That makes sense too, no? Because them big and fool. And then you have some people that click and don't even think. You have to think out of the box. Eh? Them big and it's big and stink. You understand? Big nasty and stink. Run for run all them things that you don't really listen to these things. Why garbage? Eh? Man, so we come from Trenchtown. So if a man want to hurt him, wait when you come down and come here, so I'll come at Trenchtown. Why the kids them not turn from Trenchtown and the whole of them in a Trenchtown up to now and not turn against them players? That makes sense too, no? It make any sense? Zero. Saying people, you know what Michael say? Michael asked about this. I'm want you listen to. This is 76. Why you listen when I tell you, oh, the place is built. He not leave out nobody. I'm want you hear when him say Jah. Listen how the crowd said Jah. Listen, because them never want to Rasta in a society. Man, they let them in. Yeah, man. Man, they take the land and give them and move to the masses. That's why most people go and shake him and all kind of things. You understand? So when them put out them thing on, them going to discredit themselves, them forget, man. Them big and stink and full of shit. Yes. You understand? Hear this.
Friends, I'm going to wind up now. Winding up now. Let me tell you how wind up now. Socialism has got to be built. We have to build it like a house. It can't be handed down. So who come into socialism for a handout? No, not so. It have to be built. And it need, everybody want to work. Everybody must have love. Everybody must have discipline. We must keep our cities clean. No socialist would ever drop a piece of dirt or litter in the streets, because the socialist would remember the one coming behind. Only people with a capitalistic mentality would ever dirty the streets. Who have love, who have justice, who have concern, keep your city clean. Make I tell you what the party must do. The party, our party is open to all. Our party must be first in discipline. Our party must be first in work. Our party must be first in sacrifice. Our party must be first in study. You must study. If you're a socialist, you must study. You must study. That's why we start all the great programs, literacy, so that we can bring knowledge. True knowledge is power. You must read. Them have a book called Manly and the New Jamaica. Who should find a way to read it. My own little book I write for you is you I write it for. Politics of change is you I write it for. To give you wisdom and understanding.
Which politician come and tell you them and give wisdom and understanding you for read knowledge of power? We never have no internet or nothing, you know. And I tell you say you find a way, you know, group up and read it. Cause knowledge of power. For read you for study. Man, I tell you about go boss come and do this and do all kind of things and sell you out. Eh? Just go and listen.
Read it. Make group bite and somebody read it and don't discuss it, because you must be first in study. Knowledge is power.
So you can't make some dunce that lead you astray, man. Some big old piece of shit where, you know, you go get a life and hide. Run go seek thing about it, sell one, go get it where it get, and then get asylum and run up and down and do all kind of little shit. And then I turn on another one bag of foolishness and I run out and I chat a bag of foolishness. And then when I call me and tell me, say boom bam bam. Eh? Come on now, man. You never read, you never study, man. You never them discredit themselves, them for going, man. Yeah.
My last word is for the role of leadership. First of all, the leadership of socialism must walk in humility. Humility.
Yeah.
Must be humble. Must be humble. Must always be humble. There is no place for arrogance in the party that I lead. And anybody that is arrogant over the people must get out of leadership. The only one that is fit to lead is the one that walks hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, equal with the people, loving with the people. That's why I don't want no big flashy motor car. I don't want nobody in my party go all have flashy clothes. I dress simple. And I drive in a simple little car. And Bev driving a simple little car. Because we must walk with the people. The day we think we're bigger than the people, we have no business to lead. Socialism walks in humility with the people. If you're a socialist, you must have love and concern. And if you are a leader, you must stay close to the people. I said to the leaders of socialism, stay close to the people. When the people are worried and unhappy, don't run away from them. Stay close like a shepherd. Give them love. Give them care. That is socialism. The leader in socialism must know so that he can explain. He must understand so that he can lead. He must inspire by example. And above all, he must have integrity. 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 Only honesty can lead the people in socialism.
You see it? Yeah, the same honesty and integrity where my preacher that Singapore preacher and continue. But them are not, them are patakat. Them are patakat. You understand? Hear this.
Therefore, my comrades, let us build together. And I call upon you now.
In the name of?
In the name of the Father.
Father.
In the name of God.
God.
In the name of Allah.
Allah.
In the name of Jehovah.
Jehovah.
In the name of Jah.
You hear the biggest, that me tell you, be a Rastan thing on him.
You hear the biggest job, be a musician and them thing they run him. Be a musician because when they move far up, yeah, who recognize Rasta in the name of Jah? Him recognize everybody in the business who you pray to, him recognize them. Same? Recognize them artists, they recognize everything. So you see them moving. Visionary man. Real visionary. Real man there, Chona. You hear when him say Jah? You hear that loud? Listen again.
So that he can lead. He must inspire by example. And above all, he must have integrity. 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 Only honesty can lead the people in socialism. Therefore, my comrades, let us build together. And I call upon you now.
In the name?
In the name of the Father.
Yeah.
In the name of God.
Yeah.
In the name of Allah.
Listen now.
In the name of Jehovah. In the name of Jah.
You hear? When him say Jah, you hear the spread out Jah, he just run up gun. What you mean, man? Because when them a beat them and a kill them and them think that him, you have to deal with everybody on an equal level. Saying? So what them do, yeah? Them do all kind of thing for sabotage. My man they see, man, you have some other man do it like little rider come and say tribal war, we don't want no more of that, you know. The king cops and them thing, them come with tribal war, you know. We don't want no more of that. Saying? And you have some other man coming out, you know, let the power fall and I, far eye, you know. And then you have clan circles, them, the whole of the man then. Can enough tune put out and knock out the foolishness we are going, you know. Now 70s, enough. We can't play enough of them. The man them do the tune, them and them good. Enough of them gone home still. See? Yeah, man. We have some man. So them can't come tell me now.
The diplomat, First Secretary Richard Kinsman, had been identified in an American magazine as a purported CIA agent. The Prime Minister of Jamaica, Michael Manley, apologized profusely for the incident and promised a rigorous investigation. The American was not hurt, but the incident symbolized both the political tension between the U.S. and Jamaica and the island's increasingly violent politics. So far this year, more than 250 Jamaicans have met violent deaths, most of them thought to be political murders. Prime Minister Manley has announced elections for later this year, but is given only a slim chance of holding power. The island's economy is staggering under rising energy prices and other troubles attributed to Manley's socialist economic policies. The island is heavily in debt to North American banks. In 1978, it secured large credits from the International Monetary Fund to finance recovery. But talks to refinance that broke down in March. Edward Seaga, the opposition leader, claims that Manley is taking the island down the road to Marxism. That anxiety is alive in Washington as the administration surveys the increasing political turmoil in the Caribbean as a breeding ground for Cuban or Soviet mischief. Tonight, a close-up view of Jamaica's dilemma and Manley's struggle to be both independent and solvent through the eyes of a British reporter, Bernard Falk. His filmed report was broadcast by the BBC 2 weeks ago. It begins last March as Manley travels to Grenada, the former British colony which set up a Marxist government friendly to Cuba.
Well, them are telling them Marxists, them are saying communists, Marx are communists. And I did lie them are tell. Jamaica more in a communist realm now than we are talking about now, because them food a be Chinese, but them give one bag of thing with Chinese. Chinese have all kind of thing down there want it. Yeah.
After a revolution a year ago.
In the uniform, Daniel Ortega, Sandinistan revolutionary from Nicaragua. In the tropical leisure suit, Michael Manley, Prime Minister of Jamaica. He's a self-appointed elder statesman of the Third World, and as such is warmly greeted by comrade Prime Minister Maurice Bishop, who seized power in Grenada a year ago. All these men head countries greatly influenced and inspired by Fidel Castro's Cuba.
You don't know, influenced and inspired by Fidel Castro Cuba. Because when them want this tie you and say like Cuba is a bad place. Cuba not bad. Cuba, remember Batiste, you know, do a bag of things, you know, but Americans survive there. Them business survive. When Castro now, I'm moving now, them, you know, change up the thing now, you see a different kettle of fish, you know. No good. Hear this.
This gathering will cause great alarm in the United States of America, proving the spirit of revolution is growing. But the presence of Michael Manley, hobnobbing with Marxist friends, will be even more provocative.
Marxist friend. Look and tell me if any one of them country that turn communists up to today. None. Up to Seaga come tell that about Marxists. Yeah?
Many Americans would like to be rid of Manley in the belief he's turning Jamaica into another Cuba.
Yeah. By the way, in the pandemic, Cuba give the most help and the most doctor and nurses, you know. And none of them big country there, you know. Them need it. Cuba help you out. Always help you. I know them still help you.
A comrade who has been consistent and principled in his anti-imperialist positions, in his support for poor, oppressed people fighting throughout the world. I want to introduce to you now, Comrade Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Michael Manley.
Manley's blamed for caring more about third world ideology than about paying the rent. As far as his opponents are concerned, there's little doubt that Jamaica's problems stem from his admiration of Cuba. Manley is a close friend of Dr. Fidel Castro. After his first visit to Cuba, he praised the spirit of unity among the people and their ideology. It mattered little to Manley that in America, such support of a communist state was like a declaration of war.
That's what I'm telling you, a communist matter, a communist state. Yeah?
Mr. Manley's association with Fidel Castro may be one of the prime reasons that many bankers have turned down his request for the borrowing capacity for Jamaica, why their tourism is at a low ebb, why the economy is on the brink of disaster. These are the prices sometimes people have to pay for their association.
These are the prices sometimes people have to pay because of them control what they are controlling. You know. I try to squeeze the economy.
People.
Today in Manley's Jamaica, the wrong people assert more influence than the United States, or anyone else for that matter. Ulysses Estrada, the Cuban ambassador, has the biggest diplomatic staff in the country. It's said he's a senior officer in the Cuban Secret Service and was trained by the KGB. Here, he's visiting a school being built by a large Cuban workforce. It's part of a massive aid program which includes hospitals, clinics and nurseries.
So here with them a build hospital, clinic and nurseries, and them have no much thing demand. Them build it. Them did it. The clinic, them open nurseries, we have MC, we have all these things. I know them say this and that, they do all of these things I want to know. Boss no shot, not all no shot. You don't even know what going on. Yeah.
The money comes from Cuba. Cuba, in her turn, is subsidized by the Soviet Union.
There's no question in our mind, and we have been warning the country about this since 1975, and the country has now come more so to believe our view than the opposite view contended, that Manley's ultimate aim is to take Jamaica into the Cuban orbit and to transform the society into a Cuban-type society.
You say I'm wicked? You saw this a thing a wicked? No doubt in their mind, they might turn it into a Cuban-type society. Him say it, you know. Him. This is what them do. See
they have, in fact, implemented many of the types of institutions that are necessary for the transition.
I like, look at GC Foster College and Jose Martin and them places where them build. Some place you go deal with, take over the place and turn it in a Cuban, in a communist. Or some school them and some sport ground and all kind of little things. This was lie, straight out lie. This is how him do. You see it? All right.
Transformation.
What sort of thing?
Training programs.
Yeah.
We have, for instance, some 1,000 Jamaican youths that have now been trained in Cuba under a program that has come to be known as the Brigadista program.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Because the purpose of the program...
You see the training? I train like where you go do, I can do a kind of work, capital mason work, this and that and that. You matter about Marxist was lie. Be a lie.
Is to set up Marxist-Leninist brigades to return to Jamaica to indoctrinate the peasant people and the working class people.
The relationship with Cuba arises
partly because Cuba is our closest neighbor, partly because Jamaica has always had a friendship that is traditional, really. With Cuba, it goes back into the 19th century. We find that we both share a deep commitment to the liberation process. We take a similar view of, we took a similar view of Nicaragua. We take a similar view of South Africa. We took a similar view of Ian Smith.
Do you take a similar view of America?
No, I don't think we take a similar view of America. I think they have, of course, a very unusual and painful experience.
Do you think that your support of Dr. Castro and a certain number of his causes, that having Cubans here, has helped to antagonize the United States towards Jamaica?
Well, first of all, I've never supported Dr. Castro and his causes. I've discovered points where we have similar causes. We share causes. I don't support his causes, nor he mine for that matter. But that the relationship has contributed to and been the cause of strain with the United States, of that there's no question. It's a matter of principle.
Why did you do it? I mean,
because it is a matter of principle. Because to me it is an absolute matter of principle, and it isn't negotiable, and it will never be, no matter what price is paid. It is not negotiable for me to believe that a small country has to determine its policy by reference to what some powerful neighbor feels.
Comrades, all I can say, the international community has been run by the big powers for hundreds of years, and where are we?
The big
Where are we?
Upsetting Jamaica's powerful neighbour seems to have been a Manley speciality. When he came to power in 1972, he moved into head-on conflict with the interests of American big business. Bauxite is big business. It's the raw material from which aluminium is made. It's only found in a handful of countries, and Jamaica has 2 billion tons of it. Before Manley came to power, the entire Jamaican bauxite industry was controlled by 6 North American companies. The country's greatest natural asset belonged to someone else. The Jamaicans received only a pittance in royalties, about $40 million a year.
After they were elected, Manley's government began to negotiate with the bauxite companies, and after fierce resistance began to buy into the industry, mainly by compulsory purchase. 2 years later, Jamaica was paying for a 51% controlling interest, and her revenue from bauxite had gone up to $200 million a year.
That agreement creates a new and, we believe, historic partnership between the company and Jamaica.
He also formed the International Bauxite Association, a producers' cartel similar to OPEC in the oil industry. It was to ensure that poor countries got the maximum revenue from one of their few natural resources. But more significantly, it was the first time that Manley, using his socialist principles, went into action against American huge corporations and won.
Let's remember that wherever imperialism works, the people must unite to defeat it.
Unite and defeat.
In the eyes of some Americans, Manley had also threatened the security of the United States.
Why?
Aluminium is used to build warplanes and rockets, and control of bauxite now lies outside America.
So him threaten the United States because aluminium used to build warplane and rocket. So him control it now, so it is a threat to them. That's why you have something like this. Remember play this. That's why you have something like this. Hear this, hear this. Farrakhan. Hear this.
In Jamaica, I'm skipping, they tried in 1976 to organize a military coup to overthrow Michael Manley. In 1976, they supported attempts to assassinate Michael Manley on 3 different occasions. The little man who led Jamaica, who spoke at Savior's Day, was such a threat to our government that they attempted 3 times to assassinate the man in 1976. So later, they found a way to get rid of him through riots in the street over food. when they cut off assistance to Jamaica. This is America.
You have to know these things. If you don't know your history, you don't have no future. You have to know your history, man. And you can't make clickbait and them thing they catch you, man, and then put up a kind of garbage and people go listen to that. And I say, hey, but you have a lot of educated fools. Come on, they tell you, you know, you're first in study. Me put up things and people call me and say, yo, learn a lot of things. Can tell me what? You make me go in and me go look it up myself. Me do a lot of research. Me start the research and I say, good. But you have enough of them with the pan this. Them just come and talk. Blah, 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 blah. I them dirty thinking face. Cause if you see it, you know, it's a man thing. Something might lean up to them mouth like a lollipop. I push to them jawbone. Cause that them I saw them living up. Them are germs. And them just are blah, 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 blah. We don't do some that. Yes, them are the biggest dirty thinking criminal. Yes, man. Nasty criminal. All them do is put up your lies and them are click people off, click on lies and rumors, you know. If that's why I know what things, sir. You know. Me might think them. Let me tell you this. If you can come and you show me some evidence or something, me no want to see you. You can just get up and dip and blip, 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 blip. You notice, if me talk about the government, me play back with them, say we dissect them. And me show them what them did say yesterday. What them say last year, it no match up to this. So you flip-flop. You trick the people then. Because the truth is that you continue, if you're on a mission where you continue to do it, you continue to do it. See? So we hold them by them own words, not mine. Maybe some guy run out and do some little fool thing and push out some fool thing. And I can't watch them, the man. And I thought some things don't make no sense. Trenchtown, PMP stronghold. So Trenchtown. And if Bob have them youth and Bob youth, them are cabin going to Trenchtown, that means Trenchtown could not kill them far or shoot them far and then them are support Trenchtown. You want to find that people, that don't make no sense. Not go say no, but even if you think where them it don't make no sense. It does not make no sense. People can't read between the lines. Somebody said, "Boop, you look up all these things." Knowledge of power. First in study. We believe in that. First in study. And you see me just showing you know. Me showing you where Bob, let me just tweet again, you know. See it here? Look for rat race. Look for rat race. This a rat race with Bob, you know. And here, what I must say, this at 76 up, 76 when you do this, you know. That's why
Bob Marley, Rat Race, 1976, right? Because them shoot him in December, you know. But after that song come out, you know. Okay?
No,
you see this?
Attempt to assassinate him.
You're too rude. Me just go up with it. Oh, what a rat race. Oh, what a rat race. And then repeat it 3 times. You see it? This is the rat race. Rat race, right? And look at now. Some are lawful, some are bastard, some are jacket. You see this? Oh, what a rat race, yeah.
Yeah,
rat race.
Bastard and jacket, you know.
Some are gargana, some are hooligan.
Yeah.
Some are guinea gag. In this a rat race. Yeah? Rat race. Alright, look what I'm saying now. I'm singing, right? When the cats are away, the mice will play. Political violence fill your city. Yeah. Don't involve Rasta in your say. Rasta now work for no CIA. Rat race.
Okay.
Rat race. Rat race. I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you think it's peace and safety, a sudden destruction, collective security for surety, yeah. Don't forget your history. Know your destiny. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Rat race.
Parables.
Rat race.
Metaphors.
Rat race, and them repeat. And them say, oh, this is a disgrace to see the human race in this rat race. You got the ass race, you got the dog race, you got the human race. But this is a rat race. And then when you're done, him drop him out same way. This is why they shoot him too, you know, because he might use him in the...
All right, so if you read where they say them saying, Bob coming like, Bob and other musicians coming like a threat to them, you know. I reach the people them, you know. And I burn out the imperial business, then I push out some song where it more threatening to them. Resonate with the people them. And just try to resonate with the people them. You understand? So these are the things we may try to show you. Anybody, I could know
as I say, we are big people, and me couldn't sit down and listen people chat garbage. Just put out the introduction, and then bring all that man, but you don't know, and and it don't make sense. Then they go put out, most of the time, them contradict themselves. Contradict themselves. You want me show you them fool? Hey, me say this all the time, Me say this all the time. Somebody says strike. Me say, no, man, when I strike, why use the thing and discredit them? It come out, remember it a rat in it. One way and go tell Fed say do this and give it protection and do things. So things say me the same thing. It a place me, all place where me not there. In the 90s, when me then more in the state, I bury my brother and me a build back the whole of sugar mine thing. I do it from the early 90s, You never hear me say these things. You go ask them and them bumpy and the whole of them. So think they dead and gone, the Barry Brown and Alton Ellis, them and them. They do ask them, yeah, me bowl and the whole of them, they tell you, I load some to the whole of one around there. You must sugar them part too, Me not too much thing when they touch music. Me do too much things. But me don't feel like for talk. Like me I come like me a blip. Me just are the man in the wilderness. See? So yeah, place so me never put my foot. I'm more in the state and I'm more than not some of the island that there somewhere. You understand? More in the state and I'm there. Okay. And say I'm doing coke argument. Remember me not smoking. People who do coke, they must smoke, must drink, do something. I must see them thing. Put me all in a some big stand place. And then put me and call me rat. Remember, it's a rat, rat out on itself. But tell me one now, if you come out with a program, say, like criminal, and you put every criminal, so you are the biggest rat. So you don't call me rat if me did I put a criminal to that make any sense? It don't make no sense again. So if you not like criminal, and me I put a criminal, so you call me rat. That makes sense? Remember, me never in a them place and nothing at all. And my friend them, me don't know my friend them where. My friend them never book pan no come in a world corner. Not at all. But them don't know that. How long time in a world corner? Yeah, man, me's a one away man, Yeah, man, me a real man there, man, one away man. See? Now you ask everybody who know me. If a man come and say, book about me, him don't know nothing about me. Him not around me. Any man around me, the man say, yo, the man that's tricky. If you go around them man, they him a move you. You don't know me. You see? So when you around me, it's a different thing, That way you don't know me, My thing them different, Yeah, Albert. You say, my thing them different. I live different life, man. The amount of youth we bring, man, and rise them, man. Teach them, trade, and do them in a music. Unbelievable, man. Say you don't know me. And a man come say something bad, but you just have an half a mouth. A piece of garbage. See? But it a rat. And turn and a cast the rat. I eat one go to the feds and them put it up and I say I use this and them want to do things. In turn it round to somebody. Yes, it I eat that. And the bedroom call me, man. Come on and do better than that, man. Stop the clickbait, man. Wanna study the thing, man. You can't say everything will go up, but you don't see no proof of it. See Baba talk there. See me I show up. Me have other video, I can show you them attack and other friend and tell you why. I'm show you Baba himself. See Baba, you ever seen him? Look here. You see a picture here before? Different from what I see Monday and thing, they ever see a picture like this before? Before I never see it. You ever see a picture with this is not Bob Marley and Manley and Seaga by himself? It's about Marley and Manley.
Okay.
Sitting and thing. Remember them, they go down as Sav, Westmoreland when them go into the place, Black and Joshua and them, because them most artists.
No, man, them did one, because them there say,
them too.
No, man, you have to blame them too, because...
You ever see a picture like this?
Yeah, this store, them come with them because things say, I'm a friend with them and thing. You remember them what's staying, and then the big boys, them too. That's why I'm born pay so, Jay. You call them the clique. Because remember them don't want to pay them taxes and them don't want to do nothing at all, Them just want, them want it like how it's stay now. Them can't run up and down. Me never seen none of them go prison yet. None of them pick me and none of them go prison yet. No, you understand? Yeah, man. You see me, I say, I'm not nastiness. I'll be a thing, man. And I remember, it's a raper, Who click per raper? Who could have daughter and have son, and you about raper where and click and click be it, mad, support raper, and I yet speak me. Let me tell you this before them all tell him about a good thing. Nowadays, I'm about him, man. You talk about, man. You talk about, man. You raper, man. If you go in, you go take some sentence, man, and make them label you up, man. Go ahead, man. People pick them, man, and I come show up with the dirty self.
People have to know this, you know, don't support rapers. I hide behind thing I carry and say them thing on the and talk about bullshit. Don't do it. Saying, see it knowledge, man. You have to see them CV. And when you see them CV so dirty, you have to say, no, go where? Go where? You can't put nothing make we click it. Ban. Saying, ban. You rape more than one, they could 13-year-old and them more than one. Some they could pick me, underage pick me. And then you have guards, them now I warn you. You have guards, them panther. If you go, man. And we don't like, and you're the biggest criminal, rob you just sell things to you. Hey, them to go away, you know, man. You understand? Yeah, man. No, we're not giving no but hear this now. When them call me about them thing there, you know. When them call me about them thing and them put up them foolishness. Can I wait to do a clickbait and put up everybody, you know? Can't I look clickbait, but me I tell you no now. Because when you ignore it, you know, but me I tell them now, stop listening garbage. You feel know, say, when you have something and them can't bring proof to you, man, they say it, other people tell you. You feel, when you can't, when you research yourself and say foolishness, you ban that. You ban it. You can't keep on and doing, and then when you look them, I call my phone and say, but me never know, say this and that. Go do your study, man. Stop it, man. Say, stop it. When it makes sense, it don't make no sense now. Say anything, put up them, just put up, you know, just run with it and just spread it. That's why somebody else send me something, I'm going to tell them, say, no, don't send me that, you know, because it don't make sense. You know, say me now, I think them have to make sense. You know? When I put up it at the state, me not foolishness. Can't deal with it, not deal with it. See me I say? Anyway, I'm going to touch back road again, you know, because, you know, remember school time and that kind of thing, so. In a later, yeah? In a later, I'll come blaze some more fire, man. Yeah? In a later. All right, bless. Yeah, man, me out. Bless.